Conquering the Rift. 3 months ago, Knighthood releases the Rift, and again, I viewed this as the perfect opportunity to make the best possible content for the community. We ascended through arena leagues and managed to snag our Paragon shield the week before the release of the Rift, so the timing of its release was perfect for our shift of focus. We stepped out of the arena and into an entirely new world of Knighthood. Crafting mythic gear. Within the first hours of release of the Rift, my entire arsenal of previously obtained gear became the fodder to an amazing new set of shiny golden armor. The grind for tickets through my arena leagues push left me with piles upon piles of roaming monster chests that acted as the main material for my initial upgrades. We were ready to dive in. The first weeks. As a mage user that utilizes the Vordry Titania combo as my go-to, my initial combo was out the window. With Titania being only a rare hero, she offered no rift levels to combat the ever-rising threat in the rift. We needed to think outside the box. As well, our Maverick Gauntlet being our only fully upgraded glove wouldn't cut it. With traps in the rift impeding the success of crit rate and the need to utilize hero powers even more, we opted to start work on the Lawful Gauntlet, a gauntlet that raises rage when using any power in-game. Brutus acted as a phenomenal replacement for Titania. With his ability to boost rage with only a base power, mixed with the Lawful boost when using any power, we could generate about 75% of a rage meter in only a single action. With a boost to rogue speed alongside it, heroes like Wei Feng, Eileen, and especially Kira became even more optimal, locking enemies far more powerful than myself in place with stun. We quickly developed a love for the trap Catalyst as well, boosting ailment damage from burn, poison, and acid by a crazy 200%, made heroes like Garen, Hearn, and Millicent even more optimal. The variation between heroes and type mashups were evident in the Rift, and made heroes that I never used in-game seem to finally serve a purpose. Erickson became the go-to for freeze lock, Kira for stun lock, Brutus for rage gains, Millicent and Hearn for poison, Lanasa and Garen for acid, Vordry and Petra for burn. Each of the bosses had unique moves and abilities, but we managed to find suitable hero combinations for each that proved true and true through each week. Our ever-widening arsenal became even larger. Pushing our limits became our new passion in-game, raising our threat each week to the point that our battles would take an excruciatingly long time to finish, gambling our lives on hero powers landing, and hunting for ways to obtain the max amount of boss drop rewards. This was the Rift. This was the endgame, and we could feel ourselves growing week after week. Charm reshaping and morphs. As time passed in the Rift, Knights wanted a way to further customize their gear and look, and Knighthood had just the answer with charm reshaping and morphs. This gave us the ability to even further customize the rolls on our gear and tweak our mythics just the way we all wanted. I finally took out all of my resistance charms from my gear and boosted my mage power even further, along with a few alchemist charms because of our newfound love of Brutus and Millicent paired together in the Rift. And, as much as we loved our golden gear, the ability to have a look more suited to my personal touch was also much appreciated. My grind switched to filling up my codex with the coolest possible styles in-game, digging for as much upgrade materials as I could to ascend my mythic rift power and fully upgrade past event gear for shiny new skins. My strength in grinding game was at an all-time high. At this point, our mastery of the Rift had us receiving 13 boss drop rewards from as many possible bosses as we could each week. Cores, charms, and gear were rolling in for us at an all-time high. Our videos of our weekly battles in the Rift became the main focus of our channel with a massively positive response. Everything was going so well. The Enlightenment Library. Coming soon! For far too long. I personally had the highest hopes for the library. Seeing coming soon icon for that long had me thinking our heroes would have cool new looks and powers that we could ascend. When I saw that it was only a percentage boost to damage, heals, and crit, I was slightly disappointed. Nonetheless, we strapped ourselves in. Ascending all heroes in game has become our newfound focus, alongside all gauntlets, so that we're able to utilize any combo in game and be able to report on it and document it to new knights here that want to learn. For example, my favorite combo in the Rift is to walk into a boss room with full rage, a chaotic gauntlet, Brutus and Millicent. Action 1, Millicent Rage for the first stack of poison. Action 2, Brutus Base that gives you full rage yet again in a single turn with the chaotic. Turn 3, you apply the second stack of Millicent Rage Poison. And Action 4, throw out a stun on the boss with Millicent Base Power. With Alchemist Speed Boost on the chaotic too, you'll have this combo right around the corner yet again in only a few actions. Now, I can understand that the process of 45ing a hero or maxing out a gauntlet is a long and grueling process that takes a lot of time and dedication. And I can also see a lot of knights losing steam currently in game, and understandably so. I myself am also included in this. Burnout is real in any game. Anything you do in life is subjected to this. What I've always found to work for me is to set goals to provide inspiration. If you're feeling it one week, tell yourself to do as much as you possibly can every day. Battle in the arena, take on as many roaming monsters as you can, upgrade your mythic gear. However, if you need to as well, take a break. If you find yourself dreading your dailies or missing guild bosses and feeling all around uninspired to play, you don't have to. Taking a break and focusing on other things is just as important in my opinion, and doesn't make you any less of a knight. Oftentimes, after I take a break, an old game can feel just as new. So at the end of the day, just make sure that you're still having fun. Future of the game. One thing I've always hated as a gamer is players that belittle others after leaving a game. The classic, "Oh, you play that trash still?" As if the moment they stopped having fun, everyone else should have stopped too. As I stated in my last segment, I think taking breaks is important to avoid this sort of mentality. I still think there is a very bright future of knighthood. This entire video is proof of how much things are always changing in game and always evolving. Our next update might not be as filled with new content, but we all need to consider that this is a world amidst a pandemic. This is a studio still trying its best to stay connected with its players and make us all happy. Feeling uninspired? Take a break, and in no time at all we'll see the new area in level cap. I'm sure of it. I hope you all enjoyed my rant and recap of the last 3 or 4 months in game, and how it feels to become a conqueror of the Rift. As always, Knights, I appreciate you tuning in and helping me keep a positive mindset. I hope I could do the same for you. And as always, stay grinding.